Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Today is a very, very special video. I finally got to do a full track day. Yes. So, if you see my last video about the taste of the track, I took my Z900 to the track, and I did what Apex Assassins calls the taste of the track. And that's basically they give you mentorship and they let you on the track for a little bit, and that was great. I had a lot of fun and I got hooked, right? So that's why I did this time. Sadly, I am doing a over the video voice because I really do not want to be focusing on motovlogging while I'm on the track. So right now we're waiting for C group to be released. There was 3 groups, A, B, and C, if you're not familiar how the track works. But we're waiting for our turn to go, and you're gonna see my first session of the day. And while you guys see me ride, I will be obviously talking, giving you my experiences. How do I like the track day? And obviously I'm going to show you something quite I want to say quite embarrassing, but somewhat embarrassing, where I almost fell down at a close call. So a little background: if you notice, the bike that I'm riding is not the Z900. This is a motorcycle I purchased recently, and is a 2003 Suzuki Gixxer GSX R 750. Is all race fairings and everything, all links and the whole shebang. It's actually a really nice bike, but this is because it's not street legal, this is the first time I actually get to ride this bike for longer than 30 seconds. I took around the neighborhood, but I was too scared. I literally went down to the next street and back, and that was it. So this is the first time I actually ride this motorcycle. So my first session, not only I was super nervous because I was on the track, but I was also nervous because this is the first time I'm riding this bike. I don't know the gearing. I don't know how fast it is. Nothing. I know nothing about this motorcycle. So I'm glad you guys are watching, coming with me to this adventure. We're gonna be doing track videos. I'm gonna be talking about all the different days that I go to the track. I'm gonna be showing you the things that I go through, my experiences on what I've been learning every single day, so you get full access of a complete newbie doing track days, right? I've been riding since 2005, 2006 street bikes, and I have owned 5 motorcycles, ranging from Ninja 650 to Harleys to Z900, and now Gixxer 750, and I absolutely love riding motorcycles. So right now they are getting ready to this dude they are getting ready to launch us, and the first lap we're doing, because we are in C, and C group is the slowest group. They're basically going to let us just cruise. We're not allowed to pass in the first lap. We are cruising and getting the feel for the land. And not only that, but the second lap, we are going to be basically learning the lines. So it is kind of like a little mentorship. They don't do this always, but they do it. I guess they do it all the time, but for C, they don't do it throughout the day. They only do it in the very first session that you have in the morning. Guys, it is quite cold. This day was quite cold. I got there at 6:30 in the morning, and I had a coat and everything. It was around 40 degrees, and that's not that super cold, but for a track day, we were a little concerned because 2 days prior it rained and it snowed on the mountain. We thought we're gonna have 30 degrees, but luckily the sun came out and we were riding around 55, 60 degrees by noon, and it was perfect. The track was still a little cold, so we were not pushing it too hard, especially me, because like I mentioned, it's my first experience with this bike, and I actually, to my surprise, I was slower. I wasn't timing myself, but I felt a lot slower than I was with my Z900. And I'm gonna make a little video comparison between the Z900 and the GSXR 750. But my Gixxer 750 is about 50 pounds lighter than my Z900, and it also has a lot more horsepower, about 30 horsepower more, or about 20 more horsepower. But the gearing on it is so different, and the torque is so different. Also, it's a 2003 motorcycle compared to, you know, a 2009 motorcycle. So, and there's some differences. My Z900 is not, doesn't have all kinds of right aids or anything like that. It does have slip clutch, which was helpful on the track, but that did not slow me down the track. And I will go a little bit more in depth of what's actually slowing me down in the track. But here we are going out, and if you see it, we're not passing each other or anything. We're basically just learning the layout of the track, and it's beautiful. This track is excellent. Only been to 2 tracks. This obviously does not compare to the Circuit of America's COTA in Austin. But this is a very good track. The track itself, the surface is great. The guys from Apex Assassins do a very good job keeping this track nice and neat, and it's just a blast. I absolutely love coming out here and riding. One thing that I learned is that this motorcycle, the gearing on it is quite different than my Z900, and I found myself throughout the day trying to catch up, coming out of the turns. I was not leaning her far enough. Obviously, I still don't have the confidence on this motorcycle to lean her as much as I lean my Z. But at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun. My afternoon sessions were awesome. I did a ton better. I got mentored by the guys from Apex Assassins. They will come by you, pass you, and then they will tap on their tail. They call it towing you, and then you just follow them. And they show you the lines. They tell you when to hit the gas. They do all these hand signals, and it's so awesome. And then at the end, they'll bring you into the pits, and they'll tell you, you need to do this, your posture and all that. Fix this and fix that. So it's really, really cool. Really cool experience. And so if you are in the fence, you're a little scared, concerned about doing a track day, please don't. These guys will take great care of you. If you are in California, Arizona, I think in Nevada, the guys from Apex Assassins are fantastic. There are several other organizations that do it. I think there's one called Tracks Experience. They come to Nevada too. They don't come to Las Vegas, but they come to Nevada. I think I'm gonna do a track day with them so I can have a little bit better experience with them, and share those experiences with you guys as well. So having a track bike, specific track bike, is fantastic because I wasn't worried at all about, I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna lose a bunch of money and insurance and all that. This bike is for this sole purpose, just to go on the track. And if you don't think that you can do a track day because of the bike that you have, there's all kinds of bikes here. There was, I'll show you, let's put a picture here. We had Victories, we had Dual Sports, we had some Harleys. I don't think I caught pictures of the Harleys, but there's all kinds of bikes here. And it's just so much fun. So much fun to be able to ride without worrying about hitting a car, a dog, or a kid, or a ball, or getting hit by another car, getting T-boned on an intersection. None of that. It's just the road and just go, So how it works with Apex Assassins, they have these windows, and they will have the A, B, and C grouping. And so at top of the hour, you will have, like, let's say 9 o'clock, A will go out, 9:20, B will go out, and 9:40, C will go out. And you will ride for 20 minutes. There's no timing yourself. All you do is work on your technique. Pick something that you want to work on, and then just work on that, right? So it's just awesome. And the experience that I had so far has been phenomenal with these guys from Apex. I'm probably gonna follow them to California and go right over there with them too. We're getting closer here to the part where we go back into the pits. So my session is not over, but the first lap they showed us around. The second lap we basically warm up a little bit. They show us the lines, and now they're gonna bring us into the pits. And the reason they bring us into the pits is kind of like regrouping. And once we're in the pits, they are going to release us again, and that's where we can, go all out. And by all out, I mean just a little bit faster. It's not. I'm in the C class, so I'm not going too fast. When I raise my hand like that, is because I am exiting the track, and then you'll see a little bit of the parking lot as I exit the track, and I go to the ready line. And these guys are like so organized. They have an ambulance ready. They have their trucks, their tow. There were several red flags. If you don't know, red flags are when somebody drops your bike. I almost was one of those red flags. So this very next lap that I'm about to do is where I almost ate poop. So we are heading out, and now I feel a little bit more comfortable. My tires are not up to temperature, but they're pretty good, so now we can go a little bit faster. And one thing you'll notice is that, I'm in C group, so nobody is dragging me in this group. There was one or two, but then we're getting there. We're getting there. And one thing about this motorcycle is that I found myself coming out of the turns, like I was saying earlier, and basically just choking this motorcycle. Not choking this motorcycle, but like not holding the revs too high. Here it is, guys. After this turn, there's a nice stretch, and I'm about to I'm about to you guys are gonna see. So here comes this 90-degree. That guy passed me. Cool. I don't have to worry about that. I don't care if I get passed. Now there comes a little switchback. Easy. I'm pumped here, guys. I'm feeling it. This one is a turn that, man, at the end of the day, I was taking this one really nice. And here we turn left, and there's a nice stretch that I get to pass some guys. So in a C group, you're only allowed to pass during straights. Not allowed to pass in turns. So I take these two, I don't know, and so this starts turning to the left, and then all of a sudden it turns really sharp, and I end up in the dirt, guys. End up in the dirt, and everybody passes me. I was so pissed off. I passed these two guys, and like an idiot, I run wide on the turn. So the problem that happened to me there, guys, is that turn was a, gradual turn to the left, and I was coming in pretty hot. I was coming on fourth gear, almost redlining, and and when I got there, I started leaning the bike, and I started trailing, but I didn't have the confidence on the front tire on this motorcycle to squeeze the brakes more and more, and then all of a sudden I realized that very sharp corner was coming, and I should have trusted the motorcycle more. I should have not pushed it that hard on the very first lap that I do, without being held back, and that's what happens. But guys, this is a testament of why do you want to do this on the track, because I was able to stay on my bike. I was able to just run wide, get on the dirt, but I didn't drop the bike. And so as long as you don't drop the bike, you can come back on the track and then just go. This straight is so fantastic. It's so awesome. And this bike has about 150, 160 horsepower. It has some work done, and so it comes to life in that straight. But thing that I learned about this motorcycle is that my Z, I basically use third gear in every single turn, and I had enough power coming out of any turn. With this bike, I cannot do that. I literally had to downshift and do second gear most turns, and to keep the revs high so I can have some power coming out of them. If not, I was just it was not working. Other issue I had was that my race suit hump was hitting my big ass helmet, so I'm buying a new helmet and fixing that. But guys, I just wanted to show you this quick video of my very first session on the track. True track day. I left that day after 4, around 4:15 I think, and it was a good day. I could have done one more session, but I needed to turn in the trailer. But guys, if you have never done a track day, you owe it to yourself to do it. You owe it to yourself to do it. You will only be having fun and getting better as a rider. And you see, here comes that turn again, that cursed turn here. I brake. I brake way back, because this turn here, you are taking it, but you're already leaning a little bit. So I just didn't have the confidence on the tires and the motorcycle. Weird thing, I bought this bike, and the front tire is a Q3 Plus, and the back tire is a Diablo Corsa 2, and I don't know why the rider my last owner had this setup, and the rear tires are 200, which I don't even know why, but that didn't bother me a lot. The bike ran flawlessly. I did have some problems at the beginning, and then at the end of the day, I had some issues. But overall, the bike felt amazing, and I love every minute of it. So, guys, there you guys have it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by and watching me ride on my first session on my track day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you guys later.